Pete, let's get these packs wired in. Jackie, we're almost ready on the east side. How much longer for you?
We're cinching up the last few loads. 10 more minutes to run the leader out.
Okay, great. All right. West team wires in 10 minutes. This place gets cut off at the knees at 1400 hours. As the last man out, I'll lock the doors. We got 5 hours and 13 minutes until this place comes tumbling down.
We're gonna need this van.
Who the hell are you?
Sorry. City Inspector's office. If you open up the back, I'll toss my gear in. Just need a lift up to the trailers.
Scared me for a second. Hey, where's Henningsen? Didn't I hear him belly aching about getting stuck with the corona?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Henningsen as soon as you give me that jumpsuit.
What? What's with you?
The jumpsuit, please.
If you want the freaking jumpsuit, you can have it.
I know, but I'd prefer it without the holes.
Thought I'd come in and say goodbye. A couple of minutes, I'm off to the Capitol.
That mustache looks ridiculous.
Well, sure, that's because you see me all the time, but what if you didn't know?
Oh, well, then I would have mistaken you for Tom Selleck, so will everyone else at your FBI reunion.
Well, you just wait and see. Most realistic disguise category, I got a lock.
You know, I used to always wonder what you guys did at those things. Now I realize I do not want to know.
Well, mostly we tell old war stories. Half was weren't true to begin with. The older we get, the better we used to be.
Ooh, sounds like a blast.
What's he doing over there? I thought he hung out there because he liked the juice. Hey, Scandal!
Excuse me.
Well, I'm glad you could join us. You always have this much trouble making friends?
They think I'm sensitive.
Sensitive? How sensitive could he be? Didn't even notice my mustache.
Sure I did. I was just sensitive enough not to mention it.
Well, those old Frisbees will love this.
Thanks. Hello? Mm-hmm. They're both here. All right, great. Thanks. That was HQ. Looks like we have a new client.
Anything you can't handle?
Woman looking for her husband.
Well, good. In that case, you got a new client. I'm off to the Capitol for a welcome stroll down memory lane. See you folks about 3 days.
Bye-bye, Blue Eyes.
Oh, you did notice the contacts.
Sure I did. The mustache was just a distraction, right?
Bye.
See? Sensitive.
So you say you last saw your husband 2 days ago, Mrs. Grant?
Millie, yes. He was meeting a source at the old oyster house on North Road.
A source?
Yeah, information. Mitch is an investigative reporter with the tabloid paper, The Lowdown. And...
Let me get you a refill on that.
Oh, thank you.
That's okay. Tastes better out of a real mug.
If I'm thinking of the right place, that restaurant's been abandoned for years.
Well, I guess whoever he was meeting thought it'd be safer out there.
Have you talked to the newspaper?
Yeah, maybe he checked in.
Oh, no, there's no word from him. There's no call. There's nothing.
Mrs. Grant, Millie, I think at this point we'd be the most help to you by referring you to somebody in the police department.
Oh, no, you don't understand. Some of those cops, they'd rather face a dozen gang members with Uzis than lift a finger to help Mitch.
I take it we're not talking about overdue parking tickets.
Mitch did a series on corruption in the department, and he found plenty. He's not the uniform man's best friend. But our daughter lies awake nights asking for her daddy. Please, could you find him for me? For us?
I figure we're gonna find Mitch Grant in about 15 seconds.
I mean, what's left of him?
I figure you should be prepared for the worst.
You are sensitive, aren't you?
I figure I got this reputation to live up to now.
Well, just don't tell me you're going to start reading poetry.
I won't. Do dirty limericks count?
Looks like they served their last meal sometime during the Carter administration. Sorry. I saw the table setting. It just took me by surprise. I thought somebody else must be here.
There was, and not just 2 days ago. This wine's cold, and the candle's just been lit. You okay?
Fine. Must be somebody's idea of a bad joke.
I'm gonna go check out the back.
Let's just go. I think we need to check on Millie's story.
Yeah, but
Let's just go.
well, if the joke's on us, I don't get the punchline.
No, neither do I.
Treadwear indicator in my butt.
Need a hand?
Well, thanks. I must have hit a nail or something. Oh, I can throw on a spare, but I'd trade a hand-rolled Cuban for some peace of mind. If you don't mind holding that spot there for a couple of minutes, it'd be just my luck to survive smoking these things and end up getting rammed from your hand while fixing a flat.
No problem.
Nail, huh?
Yeah, better be. All 4 tires are brand new.
You know what I think? I think somebody that knows how truly despicable you are jimmied that valve.
What makes you say a thing like that, friend?
I'm not your friend, Dallas.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
So, is there a Mitch Grant at the Lowdown?
Yeah, but he's 53 and has kids Millie's age. You got anything?
The address you gave us is a fake. We were set up.
You got a pen?
Yeah, here.
This can still do some things that computer can't.
Like what?
Like... maybe Millie's had her thumbs rolled.
Could you send someone up from the lab for a pickup, please? Thanks. That's great. So you suspected something. That's why you switched her styrofoam cup with a mug. Great.
Just an impulse. And I got another one that says that you're the one wired into this, not me.
Well, you won for two. Let's just leave it at that.
Come on, Danny. You were spooked when you saw the way that table was set. Why?
I thought it reminded me of something. I was wrong.
Scandal.
Sorry I missed you at the Oyster House.
Who's this?
A friend.
I don't have any friends anymore than... Millie Grant has a missing husband.
So, you lifted a print from her. That's very good.
That was some little fun goose chase you sent us on.
Well, I just wanted us to get acquainted. After all, we are practically blood brothers.
Well, that's funny. Just a second ago, we were just friends. Exactly where's this relationship heading?
You should be asking your friends at Cobra that.
You seem to know a lot about Cobra.
I was Cobra. But I guess Mr. Castle and the lovely Miss LaPointe didn't bother to tell you about me, did they, Scandal? They hired you and didn't even tell you you weren't the first choice. That takes some kind of gall, don't you think?
Scandal. It's not coming from here. Keep him talking.
Maybe you should tell me a little bit about yourself.
You're not going to trace me, so cut the small talk.
Like, who are you?
Ask Danielle. She knows. Yes, that must be upsetting. Now you have so many questions that need answering. But don't worry, Scandal. Don't worry. I've been there myself. I know the way Cobra works. And I'm going to help you. We'll see this through together. Starting with your first assignment.
Scandal, this guy's a lunatic. Mark Dante, don't...
You got 3 hours to find him. It's good to see you again, Dallas.
Yeah, right.
Oh, really? It is.
Go suck on your Glock, Mr. Dante.
You're hoping that's what I did 2 years ago. But that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger, Dallas.
That's right, that's right. But you're weak. You were weak as an agent, you're weak now.
Do you know what this is? In the trades, they call it an implosion pack. I think that's just a friendlier sounding way of saying it's enough plastique to blow that smirk off your face forever. Now, who's the weak one? Really?
You always did like the spotlight. Grandstander, that's the word I used on your evaluation.
Yeah. Well, now I get to evaluate you. Let's see. As a field operations manager, I think you should, well, I think you should die. That didn't take long, did it?
Grandstander.
I was a great agent.
If you'd have stuck by the plan and didn't start trying to make the big play all on your own, you'd still be working for me today.
This is the big play. And I will make it.
Normal people don't go blowing up their ex-bosses just to make headlines. Or is this your way of applying for a job at the post office?
Oh, this explosion will make the evening news, but it's not my dynamite.
Who's then?
This building is condemned. Yeah, it's coming down at 2 p.m. Dallas, nobody will ever know you're in here.
Where are we?
Very special place.
I got Dallas's car and plates out to the police in every jurisdiction along the way. And that phone call definitely originated in Bay City, but it was cross-wired through 16 different lines, including our own.
This Dante really knows his stuff.
Millie Grant's real name is Ann Marsden. She's an actress with a couple of misdemeanors on her yellow sheet for shoplifting. I got an address. What do you got there?
Just looking up a little Cobra history. Thought it might help me figure this guy out.
And you're wondering why there's no record of a Mark Dante.
I'm wondering why you never told me.
We can talk about it on the way.
Scandal.
Scandal? I didn't really expect to find you there.
Oh, we were just on our way out. Maybe you'd like to chat in person.
You know, it's sad. You would have been on the run so much sooner if Danielle had just been completely honest with you about things. For example, what she saw at the restaurant. Oh, I imagine she doesn't go on about me because it would sound so boringly familiar. Searching the world for the right man, finding someone they could give a new identity to. That's right, Scandal. You were shot in the face too, weren't you? I'll take that to mean yes. What do you think of the odds of that happening to the only two agents that worked for Cobra? Kind of makes you wonder.
Scandal, you have to understand that Dallas and I, we didn't have any kind of role model for this sort of organization. If we had told you about Dante up front, it would have pushed you away.
Look, we can deal with me later, okay? Right now, all I want to do is figure out what this guy's up to with Dallas.
Fine.
Something happened with Dante and he blames Cobra, right? Right?
It wasn't about Cobra. It was about a woman. And yes, he blamed Cobra, Dallas and me, for breaking them apart.
How's the table at the restaurant tie in?
He was working undercover, about to bring down an arms smuggling ring. The whistleblower was our client, and he had arranged a meeting. Before the meeting, Dante met his lover upstairs in the same hotel where he was supposed to meet the smugglers. Whatever happened between them, he went right from her to the smugglers with some sort of death wish.
You thought his wish came true?
I didn't even know he was alive until the restaurant. That was exactly the way we found his hotel room. It just seemed too bizarre. Scandal, listen,
Save it, Danny. I just hope the next guy that works for you knows about me.
They will find me, you know.
You think so?
Absolutely. You know why? Scandal's a better man than you. Much.
I'd say you're betting your life on that.
You couldn't cut it. That's why your whole world is caving in on you. Not because of anything we did.
I could cut it just fine. I'll tell you what the problem was. You never let me have any kind of a life. You put Cobra's needs before mine. Why, Dallas? It's just a stupid organization. Here. Let's see how good you can get around.
Well, knows we found her print. This could be another little wild goose chase.
We have to look, and he knows it. It's apartment 202.
No one's home.
Let's see. Look for anything that ties her to Dante.
City Police, is this an emergency?
Yes, I want to report the sound of gunfire coming from a neighbor's building. 153 Crestview. A woman screamed.
Your name, sir?
John Reynolds.
Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. We have a patrol car in the area.
Thank you, officer.
There's a time slip here from Glamagram Inc. I'm gonna call and see if she's there.
She won't be.
What makes you so sure? Hello? Hello?
Look, I'm the one you want to speak to, so speak.
I can tell by the sound of your voice that you found her, Scandal. Did you look into those eyes? Those dead eyes. That's the way you're going to look soon if Danielle and Dallas have anything to say about it.
Hey, you want me, I'm yours. Don't punish Dallas for hiring me.
Oh, you misread me, Scandal. It's just a friendly warning. The way Millie looks now is the way you're going to look on the inside when they've got you so twisted around you don't know which way is up.
That's your problem, pal, not mine.
Really? Tell me, Scandal, do they still have you doing good for people? Helping victims who fall into the cracks of justice, people who can't help themselves? Have they asked you to kill yet, Scandal?
That's not gonna happen.
Well, I guess you don't know the payment due for all of that expensive surgery Quentin Avery paid for. But I would guess you've just gotten your first taste. If there is a Quentin Avery. Ever thought about that, Scandal? Poor Millie has been shot. And those are the police sirens you now hear.
He's here.
Get in the car!
dispatch. Repeat for all units. 1 for missing person, male Caucasian, 55 years old, last name Castle, first name Dallas. Vehicle black 1993 Explorer located. Officer on the scene.
What now?
As soon as the cops go, we find out if anyone saw Dallas.
Scandal, I don't think that Dallas is the only one Dante's trying to hurt. He's jealous of you. And that's because if he knows anything about Cobra today, he knows that we trust you.
Not enough to tell me the truth, though, right?
We didn't lie. Yes, we held back because we were ashamed to tell you things that might make you think twice.
If I knew you specialize in guys getting shot in the face, I'd have to think 3 or 4 times.
When we found Mark Dante, he needed a lot more than just plastic surgery. He was the son of a friend of my father's, and he had risked his neck one too many times with the Army Rangers. We thought that working for Cobra might rehabilitate him.
Is that what you thought about me?
We mistook his neediness for a sense of humanity. We made sure the next time we got the real thing.
Anybody out there? This is the way out here. Corona Hotel.
You zigged, and you should have zagged.
Corona Hotel. I forgot how sentimental you are, Mark Dante.
I wanted it to be the last place you saw me alive, as you thought it was for me.
Yeah.
The cops are done. Excuse me. How long you been here? Can you talk? Yes or no?
Sure. I've been here since 9 in the morning.
You happen to see the guy who drove that car?
I wasn't really paying attention.
You've been here all day and you haven't seen a thing.
Bald man, about 5'8", was driving that car. We're friends of his.
Bald guy. All right. Oh, now I got a picture. I don't know if this will be much help to you, though.
Try us.
Well, I remember thinking it was an odd time and place for him to meet his designated driver.
Designated driver?
The guy in the jumpsuit. Your friend was so drunk his buddy had to help him into the back of the van.
What kind of van?
White. I don't know, construction company?
Which construction company?
It had an orange logo, same color as the jumpsuit.
Where's the logo?
Yes.
Hello, Scandal.
What's the matter? Don't you know our cell phone number?
Oh, no, that would be too easy.
What, you want difficult? Tell me where to meet you. I'll give you your money's worth.
Scandal, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Tell me, do you ever wake up in the middle of the night and look at yourself in the mirror and not know who you really are?
Where's Dallas?
Of course you do. I mean, you wouldn't be human if you didn't. Think about it. One day, you're lying half dead on a rock in Juneau, courtesy of the Crandall brothers, and the next thing you know, you've got a new face and working for Quentin Avery, a man you've never met. Of course, there's always a warm shoulder to cry on. Just 6 steps across the hall, and she's right there. Oh, please don't be so surprised. surprise. I used to have that room myself.
6 easy, seductive steps.
Tell me something.
Scandal, is she using the closeness approach, or has she tried to seduce you yet? He sounds like he could go over the edge pretty easily. Why do you suppose that keeps happening to all of your agents?
Listen to me, son. This whole thing is going to end very badly for you if you don't start thinking straight.
Not as badly as it's going to end for you, I'm afraid.
That night at the Corona Hotel, I agonized over my decision.
Just like you agonize over buying your illegal Cuban cigars, or maybe not quite as much.
You can tape my mouth if you don't want to listen, but you're not going to send me off thinking I took my responsibility lightly.
Let me guess. You knew that our friends, the smugglers, were onto me, but you just couldn't get to me in time.
We had to weigh everything. I mean, everything. I made the decision that barging in to warn you would pull the whole roof down on your head. If you'd have just stuck to the plan, you'd had plenty of time to get out before the snitch arrived.
I like that. I like that a lot. You've been blaming yourself all these years.
That's the truth, I have.
Let me tell you something, you bald-headed old fool. They knew I was working for you all along.
You sold out, you bastard.
Bingo. I was double-dealing long before I ever took my last important big Cobra mission.
So what do you want from me? It was your screw-up. You expect me to apologize?
No, Mr. Castle. I expect you to die! Well, would you look... Of course you can't look, but... time is running out. I've got to get going.
Orange jumpsuits.
Yeah, that's right. And a logo the same color. Right. Great. Can you give me a list of the sites they're working at today? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Great. Thanks. Borden Construction and Wrecking. They've got 17 work sites active in the city.
I'm calling the police.
Oh, Danny. We don't have time for that. Danny, listen to me. Every time Dante calls, he drives a little more of a wedge between you and me.
I thought we'd work out your problem later.
You don't get it, do you?
Get what?
You're the one Dante's playing a mind trip on. He doesn't know me, and he barely mentions Dallas. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened between you and him? His girlfriend gave him the brush off, and he blames you for that?
No, it wasn't like that.
Did you have an affair with him, and the other woman found out?
No.
What then? Just tell me what.
There was no other woman.
What?
It was me. I was already in love with him when I recruited him.
Table setting at the restaurant. Right?
Yeah, the wine, the white rose. He wanted me to come back to him, but it was already over between us.
And you were at the hotel when you thought he was killed.
Yeah.
What was the name of the hotel? What was the name of the hotel?
The Corona.
That's where he is. It's gonna be leveled in less than an hour.
I'll leave my watch here so you can watch your life ticking away.
You know, this is a downright shame, son. They know who you are. It's not as if you're going to get away with this.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. But it's touching. You still care.
I made a mistake hiring you. Doesn't mean I want to see you end up like this.
I'll tell you what your mistake was. You brought me back from the dead. You pieced me together and you sent me back to work in the putrid sewers of humanity. That was fine. But then you gave me something of beauty and purity that kept me going. Something I was unwilling to give up. That was your mistake.
You're crazy. I never gave you anybody.
I'm not crazy. You used Danielle to keep me doing Quentin Avery's bidding.
She loved you.
And then you took her away. That was when my life ended. Not now. Not if I stayed here while 100,000 tons of brick and steel fall down on your bald head. Then, Dallas. Then. When you and Danielle decided she had to stop loving me.
Be anywhere in here.
He wasn't afraid of Dallas being hurt, so he has to be in the basement. You check the north end, I'll check the south.
Sir, what if I promised to give up smoking cigars?
Dallas!
Danny! Danny!
Scandal over here!
Thank God I was about to do something I'd regret for the rest of my life.
Are you all right?
Huh? Well, what does it look like? You can get me out of here?
Maybe. All right. Hold still.
Yeah. Good girl, good girl.
There we go.
Yeah. You got your knife too?
Where's Dante?
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Yeah.
Let's go.
Danielle, you are looking lovelier than ever.
Mark, please.
Repeat after me. Till death do us part.
If I ever meant anything to you, let us out.
No, Danielle. The question is, did I ever mean anything to you?
Of course you did.
Well, you needed me, but not when I needed you.
Now, they let Danielle go. I'll stay right here.
Mark, it was already over between us long before that last night.
It was over when you decided it was over, and now you're doing it all again with somebody new.
We can talk about this all you want, but not here.
Tell me something. What does Scandal Jackson have that I don't?
Son, you're just about to find out.
Nice. Not nice enough. Cobra's lowered its standards. You're so much slower than I thought you were.
And you got a big mouth.
For this. Past present agent roster of Cobra going up in smoke.
Speak for yourself.
Leave me. Leave me!
Oh, believe me, I'd like to. But Cobra hasn't started paying me to kill people yet.
Any sign of Dante's body?
Oh, they'll be clearing that rubble away for another month. Sir, I only said I was thinking about it. Thanks again, you two.
Scandal?
You don't have to say a word.
I'm sorry we didn't tell you everything.
Yeah, me too.
No more secrets.
Doesn't matter. Dallas!
Yo.
What about that reunion you were going to?
Oh, why should I hang around with them old goats when I can be here with the people I really care about? Besides, let me have that. I can win the most realistic disguise contest right here. Isn't that right, ladies?